But let me stop right there and go back to a scene that occurred to me a couple of weeks ago at Walmart, which is my favorite little miniature utopia on this world. But look, we are living in a dream world, and that world has been invented by private enterprise.
It's rollback time at Walmart.
So I needed a set of headphones. I thought, where can I get them? Walmart, of course. You don't know where to get something? Get at Walmart. So drove to Walmart. Sure enough, they had a set of headphones. But before I got to the headphones, I got to the vegetable aisle where they have every kind of like amazing fruits and vegetables from all over the world. And there was a guy going through the vegetable stand, and he was hurling vegetables, from the stand and fruits from the stand into a big basin. He was hurling that, boom. They were landing in this basin, and I just stopped in my tracks. I thought, this is unbelievable. This is food. What's going on here? Is he buying all this stuff or what? No, he's throwing it away. Why is he throwing it away? Because it's a little bit old, right? It's got some brown spot or something, like the apple's got a mushy thing, or the bean has got a little thing on it or whatever. So he's throwing all this imperfect food away. Why is he doing this? Because Walmart is wasteful? No. Because the consumer doesn't want to see that stuff. You don't want rotten fruit. You don't want rotten fruit at the grocery store. That's why he's throwing it. Here we're living in a civilization where we throw things away that are imperfect. It's an amazing thing. I mean, you see what's happened here? I mean, the whole history of humanity has consisted mostly, entirely, of the struggle to get enough to eat. That's the whole, if you want a summary of the whole history of humanity, that's it. How do I get enough to eat? That's what I'm trying to do. We're trying to get enough to eat. Not a problem anymore, right? No, we throw it out. Happening. Anyway, back to my story of the headphones. Buying the headphones, by the way, on the way to the headphones, so I bought some apples and some t-shirts and a few other things. I fall for every marketing gimmick out there. I'm all for them. So I get it back, and so it's in this hard plastic container. Do you know the term Wrap-A-Raid? So I got a knife and I began to saw. You can't believe it. So I got it out of the package, got it up to my office, and realized I cut the cord in half. So I went back, and I'm standing in line. So I'm at this weird area of Walmart. This is not vegetables, this is not t-shirts, this is not electronics, this is returns. Okay? So this is a very interesting place. Because they've got 2 or 3 cash registers with these employees that just whatever they're paid is not enough, and there's people standing behind the register, and they're carrying, just lugging on all this junk, I mean, toys that the kids were playing with or something, and then they stepped on it or spilled syrup on it or whatever, and they're bringing it back, clothes that clearly a person wore the night before, to their special party or whatever. Now they're going to get their money back on them. Idiots who, when opening their headphones, cut the cord, And so anyway, I stand there dutifully, feeling like, and I got up to the register. I said, look, I don't know why I'm here. This is entirely my fault. I sliced right through this cord, opened it up. It's nothing you did. I was reckless. And I totally understand if you don't want to take this back, but I feel like I just have to perform this ritual in a perfunctory way. She says, oh, sure, glad to take it back, and rang it up, and in a matter of, 20 seconds, I had my money back. And that was it. She said, go pick out another one and ring it up like you normally would. Now I walked away from this just stunned. And I hung around a little bit longer and just kind of observed what all the consumers were saying to the return people. Now, consumers are remarkable people. They really do believe that they are running the world, the consuming public. I mean, it's like, the guy drives off from the amazing fast food place and complains that he get 1 pickle instead of 2 or whatever. We just demand so much from the producers. And so it was at Walmart with all these people standing in line there, and every one of them is, basically they're lying. A lot of them are lying, but Walmart pretends to believe their lies and gives them their money back. I mean, time after time after time. Now, I'm looking at the scene. Now, where else have you seen a scene where you've got 2, 3, 4 people seemingly in charge, behind some counter, and lines lined up against them in a long thing like this? Okay, my mind went back to the last time I took a flight. right? How many of you have flown an airplane, right? So you've got the TSA, right? You've got the TSA, a very similar setup. Anyway, the point is here that the state is built by regular people. These the same people who are working at Walmart could also be working for the DMV or the TSA or anywhere else. It's not a difference in human nature. It's not like bad people in the state, good people in the private sector. These are all just people. It's not like we are in charge of the world when we're returning our goods after destroying them, to the Walmart returns counter, and then suddenly we arrive at TSA and we feel, like slaves and we behave like slaves. We have a personality transplant. No, the only difference is an institutional difference. In one institution, in the market, the consumer is in charge of all productive activities. In the other, in the state is in charge of everything, whether it's productive or not, and mostly it's not. So that's the only difference between the two systems. And those are the only two systems really that exist. That's essentially our choice. And it's always been our choice from the beginning of time. Do you ever wake up and wonder if we're going to just discover that the iPhone was like a big dream? I mean, I sometimes worry, you worry. You wake up and it turns, this whole digital thing, it was all a big dream. We imagined it. As far as I know, we have to pinch ourselves from time to time. But look, we are living in a dream world, and that world has been invented by private enterprise and entrepreneurship.